نكتشف،
نتسلى،
نتعلم.
In the Zuhur school, where Sabah, Rabah and Raghda study, the students are filled with boredom because Kauthar, the diligent student, takes it upon herself to enforce the strict school rules on her classmates. Kauthar reports everyone in the classroom, the playground, and even on the way to school, believing that by doing so, she earns the teacher's love and approval. Kauthar's goal at school is no longer learning, but rather to control the troublemakers and report them to the teacher, although the teacher is not very pleased with this because Kauthar interrupts the lesson, shouting, "Teacher, so-and-so is shaking his leg under the desk." Soon, Teacher's Day will arrive and the students want to surprise the teacher with a small party. However, they are worried that Kauthar will tattle on them, so they decided to ask Sabah, Rabah and Raghda for help. If you don't know Samira, I'll tell you that these are clever, shrewd students. The next day, Sabah sat next to Kauthar. As the lesson began, Sabah stood up and said, "Teacher, I think Kauthar is chewing something." The teacher said, "You know that eating during the lesson is forbidden, Kauthar." Kauthar turned to Sabah and said, "I wasn't chewing anything, but I was..." Before she could finish her sentence, Rabah stood up and said, "Teacher, Kauthar is talking and preventing us from focusing." The teacher said, "Kauthar, stop talking." Kauthar sat in silence, and after a while Raghda said, "Teacher, I think Kauthar is sleeping." The teacher said, "Stand up, Kauthar, and wash your face." Kauthar was upset and warned Samira that she would deal with her later. After school, Kauthar stopped Sabah, Rabah and Raghda and said, "This tattling is annoying and I advise you to stop." Sabah replied, "No, Kauthar, that we are just as annoyed by tattling as you are, and that your tattling on your classmates does not, and if you are looking for a way to make the teacher happy, I have one, but promise me you won't tell anyone." Kauthar agreed and promised not to tell anyone, and the girls explained the plan for the party to her. The students organized the party and prepared everything. When the teacher entered, everyone shouted, "Surprise!" The teacher was delighted with what the students had done and praised their work. Then Kauthar stood up and said, "I have a gift for the teacher and my classmates. I intend to stop tattling."
نكتشف،
نتسلى،
نتعلم.